When you start your day with positivity and gratitude, everything sounds better, everything goes better. Life is better with gratitude. What happens if you put ChatGPT attached to a machine gun? What? Yeah, we're going to show you guys a quick little video on that.
Let's have a good show.
I love it. We've had a good show. We've had a good show. We have a good week of we've had a good week of shows. We've got a gladiator in the lab. Hey, listen, you have joined the biggest morning show on the planet for North America. We're going to launch our morning show in Australia in the near future. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, we swear on the show. Jimmy's on the...
I've heard that a bunch of insurance companies, if not the majority of them, canceled fucking fire insurance just 2 weeks ago.
There's apparently a massive insurance abyss coming over there in California, which is really unfortunate, right? I looked up his ChatGPT to a machine gun and wanted to show the world what would happen if Skynet happened. Remember Terminator, boys? That is some scary shit. And here's the thing. That's just some dude. That's not DARPA. That's not the military.
But look at the Simpsons, dude. The Simpsons has talked about shit that's 20, they're talking about shit 20, way back when, which we thought was so futuristic, 2025.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. These motherfuckers are not too far off. Are you gonna keep sitting on your ass, or are you gonna do something?
I wiped my ass with 3 seashells this morning. It was amazing. I just wiped my ass with some fucking seashells.
Running that, so my equivalent to that is like when I cleaned 100 kilos, which is 220 pounds, 100 times in 1 set without stopping. If you have the average American diet, you will get the average American disease. Period. End of fucking story. Because there's so much hidden sugar in our food. They put so much sugar in it, but you can't taste it because they mask it with salt. You make a decision. Make a fucking decision. I'm not going to be that guy. First thing she should have noticed is getting rid of all that fucking preservatives and shit.
There's no question I feel better. I feel better. I'm sleeping better.
If you can stick to a set fucking bedtime, that's a huge part of your equation. Their growth was fucking enormous. And I love the fact that they just keep it going, because that's one of the things I want for all of my people. Look, finish with me and keep going.
Listen, you can't be grateful and you can't be entitled. Nope, can't. You gotta pick one. Gratitude makes you unstoppable. Entitlement makes you bitter. You can't hold both those mindsets. Trust me, you can only pick one. Are you gonna choose entitlement or are you gonna choose gratitude? That's your accountability check. I think we got a surprise guest here for a few minutes.
Man, I'm grateful. I woke up. I'm grateful. I got some great clients. I'm grateful for you guys. You guys are just like part of my routine. I don't even like on the days I can't get here. I don't even feel right.
If you're gonna make a New Year's resolution and you're gonna own it, you want your new year to look and be and feel a certain way, then you gotta fucking start working before the year starts. So I looked at it as, I'm tired of being a fat slob. I'm tired of the fact that if I go up 3 flights of steps, I can't catch my breath after having spent a long time doing a lot of running. Next thing, you go from 165, 3% body fat to 220 pounds, wondering why you can't even remember what your own penis looks like. For the sales guys out there who feel like they aren't part of an organization, if you feel that way, then own it. I'm a 50-year-old guy, and I resigned from my organization yesterday and put into effect a separation plan. I saw something today that just brought me just almost to the point of rage, in that a hiring manager recruiter was like, hey, somebody just sent me a music video as a way to introduce themselves.
This is the line in the sand of your life, brother. Take all this negative energy, spin it around, and realize, fuck, I'm gonna get better. There's a better version of me. I'm waiting on the other side of these challenges that are new to me, that are uncomfortable. If challenges don't land in front of you, you stay the same. But Richie's arm getting blown off was the fucking best thing that ever happened to that man.
Your fitness is going to change when you realize you're in control.
What a way to wake up and get hyped for the day with some awesome men who are trying to figure it out together. And man, that is what I'm all about. That's what Impact Players is all about, is finding that band of brothers in your life, that iron sharpening iron, that can help you be the man, the husband, the father, the leader that you want to be. I got to start with building the rock of my heart the right way. And so what I do every morning after I get out of bed is I begin with just practicing some gratitude, saying, God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity to go hard for you. But it's not about discovering gratitude. It's about learning how to practice gratitude. If you're not practicing gratitude, you're probably taking a lot of things in your life for granted. You know, you don't just become a grateful person. You have to practice gratitude every single day.
It's like a muscle. We talk about muscle memory in the muscles. It's a muscle memory in the brain. You control your thoughts, you control your life.
What if he had made a decision to put his family, his faith, and his marriage as a priority in his life, and as a result, that impact was positive instead of negative?
When you're trying to create a bunch of positive habits and you're surrounded by people that don't understand, it's fucking difficult.
When guys get out of college and they lose the guys that they were in the frat house with or the dorm with, they get into their careers, they get busy trying to build their careers. And what they end up doing is they realize somewhere down the road, oh man, I don't have any friends anymore. Practice what we call audacious authenticity, so that you get so real that you just tear down the masks, tear down the imposter syndrome, and just realize that you can be 100% real.
Warren got up, crushed some jolt, did his 10,000 push-ups. Now he's here in the lab. There's nothing wrong with pursuing something that's great, journaling about it, and then talking about it amongst a band of brothers.
You control your thoughts, you control your life. Think about the good shit in your life, and you will start to see the opportunities rather than the problems.
We got to find our information somewhere, and then we create this show to talk about things like this. Ultra-processed foods make up about 58% of the calories that U.S. adults and children ages 1 and up consume in a day.
Let's not get like insane and holier than thou. Some ultra-processed foods as part of your healthy diet is probably going to be fine and actually may help.
Hopefully, our food becomes more food rather than business. The tobacco companies now own most of the big food companies. Let's look at what is the purpose of the tobacco companies? To get people fucking hooked on their products so they'll buy more of that shit. Unfortunately, food now has some of that same, it rhymes.
You're going to go down the aisle and you're going to pick a can of peaches, canned soup, canned something. Does it have BPA lining the can? Because if BPA is lining the can, you're probably silently killing yourself with all those chemicals.
If you have some time for Netflix, I think you have some time to Google some good content in terms of how to make best decisions.
People are looking for an excuse to do dumb shit. That's what it comes always. There's only one benefit to the kids leaving, and that's because it gives you long periods of time to work on life expectancy.
The shows next week are going to be topics about men that are by themselves and how we can all live longer by ourselves. Free doesn't build a business. Nope, free don't build a business because free doesn't pay the bills. We live in a world of video content. Trust. You want to build trust? You got to get in the camera over and over. Tech leaders love to talk about disruption, but here's the real disruption: leading with courage and compassion. Most leaders are stuck in their heads, stuck in metrics, data, projections. But what about the hearts of the people that they lead? That's where transformation, that's where true transformation happened. Great products don't create great cultures. Great leaders do.
The way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Yeah.
You get to a certain point where you don't really have to make content. You are the content. You never know when something's going to happen. That's right. Worthy of a good piece of content.
It's the most organic because if you say it off the camera, then it's not real.
We can go wherever we want to, and a lot of times people have no fucking clue what they're doing, or they don't even know they're being filmed.
To build trust, you got to be in front of the camera all the time. It's as simple as that. Because if you don't, somebody else will, and somebody else will take your space.